And how about we check the numbers for Stephen Curry?
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Inside for them, it's Green and Looney. Curry and Poole have the guard spots.
Here we go.
And it's Wiggins in at the small forward. And for the Suns, the star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the 3 spot. And in this early season, Brent, what is the feeling on a team that's trying to build chemistry?
You're coming out of training camp, and you kind of gotten to maybe D, E, and F of your alphabet of plays, and you want to get those execution points down, the teachable moments on offense down. Most coaches, though, Kevin, are focused on the foundation of the defense, the rules that we've set, the obligation that you have to your teammates, and to start on that end of the floor. And that's really what the first 20 games are about for most teams. Enjoy watching Curry getting it done, this time in the mid-range.
Paul passes to Ayton. Lets it go from 11. That's good on the jump shot. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Crowder against Green. To the inside. Banked in off the glass.
And Looney's a guy you can rely on both ends of the floor.
And here is Paul. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. Pass to Ayton. And Booker kicks to Bridges. Shot clock at 6. Booker is screen on Wiggins. Bridges attacking. That one's not going to go.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
And the rejection by Ayton.
Well, he has the size and can get up quickly. Ayton with the throwback.
Booker finds Crowder, and he lays it straight in.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Here's Green after the made shot from Jay Crowder. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. To the paint, here's Bridges. Good. And a nice assist from Booker.
That's pretty steady from Bridges. Does not let the contact throw him off one bit.
Wiggins dishes to Curry. And there's the pass to Poole. His 3-pointers off the mark. And so it's Crowder with it. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. This game against Golden State is the first time they've met this season.
And they usually came out on top when these two teams faced off last year. No surprise, they're the better team.
Paul kicks to Bridges. Traps in the tray. Bridges has got 5 now.
And that's a shot Bridges needs to just keep sinking. You can see his confidence growing.
And Chris Paul still a great defender. Fantastic positioning.
Well, not only the positioning, but if you watch Chris Paul, he's calling out every option of every play that every offense is running in the NBA. That kind of intelligence gives the rest of his group incredible confidence. And from the very beginning, Chris Paul has been one of the most disruptive point guards defensively the league has ever seen.
And here is Ayton after the 3-pointer from Stephen Curry. Passes to Green. Pulls up from the corner. No good off the front iron.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
And Ayton throws it down.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
Warriors trail by 4. Here's Poole. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Curry with the 3. It's rebounded by Paul. The Suns have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. With the fadeaway. It's rebounded by Golden State. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Impressive to see them on the road just step up and have that kind of offensive performance.
And stolen by Ayton. Fast break, here come the Suns. And there's Booker on the assist by Paul.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Curry. There's the drive. That shot no good. Good work defensively by Paul. Kicks it out to Booker. Inside, Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And this kind of distribution is something that Devin Booker is only going to improve upon.
Looking at the numbers for Draymond Green, he's one of the standouts over the last month. He's putting up about 8 points a game, 8 assists, and 7 rebounds. They're loving how he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
Something in the coach's playbook here where the schemes fire on all cylinders. When he is in the game, a great conduit for them offensively. He knows where everyone is at all times. Well, Draymond Green holding everybody accountable. We've seen this before.
And so often, Draymond Green is called the heart of this team.
Well, he's been such a great leader since his time at Michigan State. He's out there barking directions to his offensive players. He's out there barking defensive assignments. He's barking at his coach. The list goes on, but that energy is infectious and helps lead his team to greater heights.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. And the second free throw, good.
And Draymond Green is a great role player on the offensive end on the floor and makes guys around him better because he's willing to make plays and passes. And then he's got that commitment, that tenacity on the defensive end as well.
And with Chris Paul, he makes this team work. Gets the most out of his teammates and has done that wherever he's played.
As you said, Paul's teams often overachieve in the standings.
People still underestimate his impact. Sets up and improves his guys as well as anyone, and he's the engine to this whole operation.
First free throw is good.
Chris Paul, as a veteran leader, just sets a high standard for the team that he's playing on. And it's really elevated the other guys.
And so he hits both.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Outside Curry. Lets it go from deep. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Curry's got 8 points.
Man, he's got that touch working tonight, shooting the ball very well to start this one.
Ayton sets the pick for Paul. Oh, Ayton in position. Paul finds Ayton. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. And the Suns miss again. So for Phoenix, their last game, a win against Brooklyn. Poole, no good. Phoenix leading by 6. Booker left side. Over in the corner, Paul. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Crowder goes in, and he banks in the layup.
Don't see that much from Crowder. Off the bounce and attacking to make the score.
And here are the Warriors now. Outside Curry. Pass to Looney. Now Poole. Crowder with the steal. He dishes it to Bridges. Lets the three fly. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Outside Curry. Pass to Green. And here is Poole. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists tonight.
Now, Draymond Green patient enough to know when his teammates are running around, at some point one's going to break open, then he finds them.
Paul passes to Ayton. Booker finds Ayton. Takes it out to Booker. Ayton sets the pick for Booker. Back to Ayton. Just 5 to shoot. Paul against Curry. A shot by Paul, no good.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Here's Looney. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. To the middle, here's Green. And the rejection by Ayton. Paul against Curry. Ayton a screen on Curry. No good on the shot. Great tee that time from Green. The pass to Poole. Back to Green. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Paul with the ball. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. Crowder with the steal. Booker in the corner. Passes it to Paul. Ayton a screen on Curry. Paul looking around. 6 on the shot clock. Crowder finds Booker. Back to Crowder. Trying to end the drought. The Warriors pull it in. And Curry has it in the corner. Knocked loose. Booker outside. Paul outside. Ayton a screen on Curry. Here's Paul. And again, it's the Suns missing.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
The 3 from Poole. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Paul with the ball. Looney on him.
Well, nice defense from Looney, able to totally upset the shot because of his positioning.
Poole, the pass to Looney. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Suns.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Well, coaches always talk to defenders about good active hands. They've had that as well.
And that one falls for Looney.
Well, if you have the good fortune of playing next to superstars in this league, there are certain guys who thrive in that environment, and Kevon Looney has been one of them.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. JaVale McGee's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Johnson comes in for Crowder. Landry Shamet's checked in for Booker. And it's Payne in for Paul. Both good from the line that time. 1:10 left in the first. It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Johnson. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Chioza passes to Payton. Higgins outside for the 3. That one misses. Now the Suns take it the other way. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
Yeah, in that game, I thought they took advantage of some sloppy play, but give them credit. They turned mistakes into points.
Yeah, the last game, it felt like they were just feeding off of what they were doing defensively, forcing a lot of those turnovers, and that helps build your defensive confidence.
Here's Toscano. Following the basket by JaVale McGee. Pass to Chiozza. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And Wiggins is a capable passer, someone that wants to hit a guy in the right spot.
Phoenix leading by 6. Now here's Payne. McGee sets the pick for Payne. Fires the 3. And so it's Phoenix with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. We'll return shortly. And the Suns are an offensive powerhouse. We know that, but as Devin Booker details, no slouches defensively either.
You know, right now, I like the way we're playing defense. You know, I think we have spurts where I say a lot of teams do, where we have 5-10 minutes off where, you know, we're all not clicking, but we've came together and figured it out.
And Greg, you've seen it. Booker individually making strides at the defensive end.
And I'm not sure he'll ever be a stopper, but to be great, you've got to consistently bring the effort and focus.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
Just playing some real gritty defense right now, just getting up in bodies and forcing a lot of turnovers.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. The forwards for them, Bridges and Johnson. Cameron Payne is out there with Landry Shamet. And it's McGee in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now, here's Bridges. Clock is at 3. The Suns need to get a shot off. McGee's shot is off. Warriors trail by 9. Payton outside. In the corner, it's Wiggins. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Wiggins has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And Bielitsa is a terrific shooter. A big man, Brent, with real range, capable of really stretching the floor.
Yeah, and I hate to just talk about Bielitsa as a pure shooter and it's the only thing he does. There have been moments where he can make a play with the ball and make some good reads, but it is the shooting strength and the ability to draw out bigger players that really provide the juice from Bielitsa.
Here's Chiozza. Dishes it to Payton. Wiggins with it. Bridges covering. And that one's good. Wiggins.
Wiggins just has to stay aggressive, a guy who can score from anywhere.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the three-point shot of Mikal Bridges seemed to abandon him early in his NBA career. Coach Monty Williams said he developed a hitch in his release. But Bridges got in the lab with the coaching staff, changing his shot midway through season 2. And the results speak for themselves. Guys?
He had a career year shooting, that's for sure. I admire his work ethic. D.A., thank you. Now here's Wiggins. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Clippers.
Yeah, but there's always this point you got to look at where did he also impact the game. It was on the rebounding end of the floor. A tremendous performance there.
The Suns leading. Payne dishes to Bridges. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Johnson can't hit. Warriors have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Payton kicks to Wiggins. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And in this second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. The pass to Shamet. 6 to shoot. Payne looking around. And again, it's the Suns missing. Golden State's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. On the wing, Wiggins. Shoots from the elbow. Payne grabs the board.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up and you can't knock it down.
Passes it to Shamet. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
That's their first of the game, though, so sharp passing has helped them to craft this lead.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Devin Booker comes in for Mikal Bridges. And Paul subbed in for Payne. Now here's Curry. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against the Clippers in Los Angeles.
You can't forget about all those well-timed swipes either. His timing on the defensive end was simply sublime.
The Warriors shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And your experience, Brent, in the front office, has it changed how you view the game in any way?
I think, Kevin, it's a great question, and I'll actually take it beyond the game and talk about the NBA as a product. I think there's so much more respect that I have, the levels to which organizations go to and through in order to put on an NBA season, from what they do in promotions and ticket sales to the lengths they go to provide the players the best opportunity to maximize their potential. So from top to bottom, sort of being behind the curtain in that way, it's allowed me to see some things on some levels that I appreciate so much more, and I'm so thankful for that opportunity.
Now here's Curry. 8 points for him. Porter finds Wiggins. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's the aggressive part of Andrew Wiggins coming out of him, forcing the defender that time to get his hand in there.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line in the game.
76% on the season from the foul line.
Now the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
He's perfect from the line this time.
Andrew Wiggins, one of those guys who just doesn't miss a lot of games and is always able to bounce back from any off night offensively.
Checked in for Payton. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You take a look at the Warriors. They like where they stand right now, perched in that topmost position. And checking out Phoenix, a game behind.
And for the Warriors, they've been taking no prisoners here in the early part of the season. It's been a very fast start and a lot of focus for this group.
Yeah, they're using that F word, focus. A lot of teams suffer from a lack of concentration in the early part of the season, but not this team. They're ready to play right from the opening tip of the very first game.
Now here's Paul. Can they get it? And that's 2 points on the layup.
Chris Paul, a crafty finisher, gets inside, and despite being 6 feet, he'll find a way to get it done.
The Warriors have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Curry finds Poole. Bielitsa against Crowder. Back to Poole. It's Curry outside. Jay Crowder with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Porter with it. He's picked up by Paul. Curry, good. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Warriors.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They've also racked up a ton of points off of turnovers so far in tonight's game.
And here is Paul after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Here's Ayton, and a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got his 4th assist in this one. Curry passes to Poole. Bielitsa against Crowder. Pass to Poole. Fires the 3. And another 3 for Golden State.
The awareness, something people don't always talk enough about with Porter. That's a great find there.
Count that one. Booker's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Golden State now. They're on a 17-6 run. Now, here's Poole, defended by Booker. Here's Curry. Porter trying to free himself up. Curry's shot is good. Curry's got the lead up to 4 now for the Warriors. Ayton a screen on Curry. Ball against Bielitsa. A shot by Paul, no good.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
A nice shot by Booker.
Devin Booker lethal on the pull-up jump shot. Loves going to this shot when the D is not paying any attention.
Pass to Poole. Porter kicks to Curry. Higgins outside. Clock at 4. There's the pass to Porter. Shoots the 3. No good. The Suns go the other way with it. Crowder the pass to Paul. Crowder sets a screen for Paul. Takes a 3. Warriors with the rebound. Wiggins has got his 4th rebound in this one. Up top, Curry. 3-pointer. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got 8 rebounds in this game.
And something we've seen the last few years, box and ones thrown at Curry, although they've had mixed success.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Poole finds Curry. Lets it go with a 3. Booker pulls it in. And amazing to even consider using a box and one in the NBA, isn't it, Greg? But Curry does that with his offense to the teams that defend him.
Kevin, I agree. And it didn't work well in the 2019 finals. Curry has started to adjust to that look. Much harder to use when Curry has other options on offense.
No problems knocking that one down. Poole's got the game tied up here for the Warriors.
And that's his 2nd in this quarter, guys. He's made 3 so far this game and is showing no signs of slowing down.
Back to Ayton. Over Bielitsa. Ayton kicks to Paul. No good from outside.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
And that one's good. Wiggins.
Toughness there from Andrew Wiggins. Would like to see more baskets like that one from him.
Back to Paul. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Ayton a screen on Curry. Oh, Ayton in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
As long as passes are in that area, Ayton's going to get up and go down.
1:57 left in the first half of the game. Porter a screen on Booker. Passes it to Porter. Ball against Curry. Pass to Poole. In the corner, it's Wiggins. Just 5 on the clock. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Ayton.
Wiggins right now just using force, challenging the defense, and sometimes making them get very physical with his play.
2 shots. Last on the first.
Free throw good. Wiggins. Phoenix making some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Bridges comes in for Landry Shamet. And it's Payne in for Paul. No good on the second free throw.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Here's Green. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Pass to Toscano. Here's Curry. From past the arc. Phoenix grabs the miss. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Now here's Payne. T right on him. Down low. Kicks it out to Booker. Booker draws the double. Three-pointer. Andrew Wiggins pulls it in. The Warriors trailing. Good. Score the basket. Mark him 4 for 8. Shooting 50% so far.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
McGee sets the pick for Booker. Into the lane. And the dunk by Booker.
And how about Booker going high up for the dunk?
Curry is inside. Working on Payne. Green in the post. 20 feet out.
Getting right into the shooter's face. Jay Crowder closed that space off pretty quick.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Phoenix ahead, leading by just 1. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Steve Kerr and Coach, what is the offensive approach going to be in the second half?
Well, we just have to do what we do, move the ball and wear them down with our ball movement, our cutting, and our spacing, and set better screens, all the usual stuff.
Yeah, it always seems to work out for you in the long run. Thanks, Steve. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Welcome, folks. For the Phoenix Suns tonight, they're looking at what should be a good battle in a game that's still up for grabs.
I like what they've done on the glass. Boxing out, reacting quickly, playing with an aggressive attitude. They set a physical tone, but now everyone gets a chance to recalibrate. We'll see if this rebounding dominance can extend into the second half.
And now we turn our attention to the Western Conference standings here in the early going.
You know, for Phoenix, they've been pretty much the team we thought they'd be. They're kicking into high gear mode every night. I like how they don't take lesser teams for granted. Just a matter of keeping it up for the long haul.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Andrew Wiggins in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Golden State. They trail by 1, setting the floor for the Warriors. Curry and Poole have the guard spots. In at the small and power forward, it's Wiggins and Green. And it's Looney in at the center. Now here's Curry. He's got 13. Green with a screen on Booker. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Now it's set back and look at the top passing teams in the NBA this season. The real stats, the real scores from the real NBA. The Warriors, number 1. The Suns, 3rd.
These two teams have really passed the ball well all season. They share it, they move it. It's really a pleasure to watch how they approach the game.
Ayton, a screen. Tries from 10, and it's Phoenix scoring again.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Now here's Curry. He's averaging just around 28.5 points a game. So many offensive skills in his toolkit.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
There's Green with the 3. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Crowder sets a screen for Paul. And Stephen Curry with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Ayton, a screen. Booker dishes to Ayton. Crowder, the pass to Booker. Just 2 to shoot.
And these are the nights where Wiggins can look like an all-star defensive player. Good tools on that end.
Now Green. Now the pass to Poole. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Poole's got 15 points.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Green with the block.
And Green plays with tremendous edge on the defensive end of the floor.
Golden State's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Poole, the pass to Green. Curry against Booker. And the basket by Curry. 15 points in the game.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Here's Paul, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net. The Warriors leading. Green kicks to Wiggins. Golden State moving it around. Here's Looney. He's covered by Ayton. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ayton.
Now let's see the stat sheet here on Chris Paul. Over the last month, he has been spectacular. 2nd in assists. And don't forget about his hounding, frenetic defensive play. 3rd in the league in steals per game.
And going back to him being 2nd in assists, it's his ability to control the pace of the game. His peripheral vision. That makes him such a great floor leader. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Green with a screen on Bridges. Shot clock at 5. Looney kicks to Poole. On the wing, Wiggins. A three-pointer is right on target. Wiggins has got the lead up to 4 now for the Warriors.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Oh, Ayton in position. And he makes good on the layup. Ayton's got 12.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Curry dishes to Green. Pass to Poole. No one near him. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 5 assists in the game. Paul against Curry. Paul passes to Ayton. Ray, you always want DeAndre Ayton to play more aggressively, don't you?
Well, it's when he's at his best, especially when he's down low and using his frame. He's kind of like, you know, this young kid that doesn't realize how big he is, but he's starting to understand how much his size can impact what he can do on both ends of the floor.
And he makes the first. Ayton is a player who, Greg, occasionally shoots a three, but it's still a developing part of his game.
Yeah, you know, not the best numbers from outside. Does it to keep teams honest, but it's a far-fetched to say he can stretch a defense.
Porter's checked in for Golden State. Gary Payton comes in for Curry. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
DeAndre Ayton, born in the Bahamas and came to the United States in high school to become one of the top prospects going into college and then becoming the first overall pick in 2018.
Payton against Johnson. Payton attacking. Excellent D there by Johnson. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Suns. Johnson sends the screen for Paul. And there's the drive. That ties the game. Paul's got 14.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Golden State's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Pass to Wiggins. Now here's Poole. Launches it. Payton's shot is off. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
Paul goes in over Payton, and it's Phoenix scoring again.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up, sets the example for everyone.
Payton kicks to Green. Pass to Poole. A 3. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got his 6th assist on the night.
And since halftime, he has been a different player.
The Suns have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Ayton, the pass to Johnson. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. He's got 5.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
The pass to Poole. A 3-ball. It's hauled in by the Suns. Booker's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Paul can't get it to go. Golden State's gone downtown a lot since halftime. They've missed 5 of their 9 attempts out there. On the wing, Green. Passes it to Poole. There's the 3, and it's Otto Porter with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Phoenix. JaVale McGee's checked in for Ayton. Landry Shamet comes in for Booker, and Cameron Payne subbed in for Paul. Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Payne, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Phoenix.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
The other impressive part about their offense tonight has been their ability to get inside off the bounce. Lots of points in there.
The first one falls. Payne hits them both. Warriors trail by 3. Pass to Toscano. Hands it from downtown. Toscano's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And here's Payne. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Shamet on the wing. Phoenix, no good that time either. The Warriors have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. Chiozza scanning the floor. There's a screen. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
First trip to the line for him here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Bjelica, he checks in for the Warriors. And so he makes both from the line. And here are the Suns now. Here's Payne. Kicks it out to Johnson. Pass to Payne. 5 to shoot. And he gets the jumper to drop. Payne's got it all tied up now for Phoenix. Chiozza passes to Porter. To the inside. And the pass to Chiozza. Bjelica sets a screen. Kicks to Porter. For 3. And they get it back. Bjelica pass it to Toscano. And Payne now top of the key. Here's the break. Passes it to Toscano. On the wing, Porter. Bjelica passes to Payton. And he drops it in from the low post. Payton's got his second basket of the game.
Well, that screen wasn't quite as effective as it could be. However, they find a way to get it done. Credit to Shooter for overcoming that aggressive defense.
The Suns have gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third. Now here's Payne. He's covered closely. Not going to go that time. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Porter outside. Payne grabs the board. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. A 2-point game. Johnson. He's off on that one. And for the Warriors, they're shooting it well here in the third, about 50%. Golden State moving the ball around. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And Brent, what a story for Juan Toscano Anderson. He grew up in Oakland, a huge Warriors fan, and played his way onto the roster.
Yeah, incredible. I wish I had done that. I grew up in the Bay Area, Kevin, but the 95 that Juan wears is because he was on 95th Street in Oakland is where he grew up. And the fact that he's playing for his hometown team and had such an important role and then signed a guaranteed contract to sort of complete the circle. What a tremendous story JTA has been for this ball club.
Jay Crowder's checked in for Landry Shamet. And then for Golden State, Poole's checked in for Bjelica. And Stephen Curry subbed in for Gary Payton. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Now here's Payne. Defense is right there. Kicks it out to Johnson. Right wing. Payne with it. This one for three. It's rebounded by Poole.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
Suns trail by 4. Bridges kicks to Payne. Back to Bridges. Crowder is screen on Curry. Cuts off the pass. Fires for 3. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got his 4th assist in this one. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
A significant difference here has been the number of points off turnovers that they've gotten.
So it's the Warriors now after the Suns pick up 2. Here's Curry, and that one goes long. Phoenix has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Pass to Crowder. Shoots over Poole. Shot by Crowder, no good. Warriors leading by 5. Up top, Porter. Over to the left wing. Stolen by McGee. Bridges, no one around him. Connects from three-point range. Bridges has got 8 points.
Bridges confident right now, and I like to see him just be quick with those kind of decisions.
Curry against Bridges. Curry passes to Toscano. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. He's got 8.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Not always the best scenario, but in this game, pride takes over. You score on me, I'm going to come back and score on you.
The Suns shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
The first free throw is good. Booker, he's checked in for Cameron Johnson. Looney's checked in for the Warriors. Payne hits them both.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Lets a floater go. Pass to Chioza. It's deflected.
Well, more than capable as a defender. Bridges with a great job using his length.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Warriors lead by 3. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
And that's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Feeds it to Wiggins. Outside Curry. Launches a three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got his third assist on the night. Now here's Paul. It's tipped. Curry on the wing. Another three for Golden State.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
And it's Paul with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. They trail by 9 points. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. It's stolen by Green. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The pass break chance. The pass to Chioza. Takes the three. Another miss by Curry.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Bridges kicks to Paul. Booker looking around. Out to the right wing. Passes it to Paul. Just 4 to shoot. Ayton is screen on Green. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Here's Wiggins. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Bridges passes to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
It's one thing to get to your spots. It's another thing to shoot with that kind of rhythm. DeAndre Ayton in one right now.
Here's Chioza. Defended by Paul. Green with a screen on Bridges. Wiggins with it. Now guarded by Ayton.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Suns trail by 9. Paul kicks to Ayton. Booker outside. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Paul's got 19 points.
Yeah, defenses cannot let his range go unchallenged when CP3 gets it going from there.
Wiggins dishes to Curry. Crowder with the steal. He feeds it to Ayton. Beyond the arc. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist by Ayton. And now just a 3-point Warrior lead. Curry looking around. Wiggins against Bridges. Wiggins kicks to Curry. They double team Curry. A three-pointer, Wiggins, and it's Phoenix with the rebound. Paul's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Ayton, and the layup's good off the glass. Ayton's got 4 points now in the quarter.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
Yeah, possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight. Taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ballgame.
There's Chioza, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Now here's Paul. Ayton sets the pick for Paul. An easy 2 points on the layup. Paul's got 24.
Oh boy, the touch is coming back here in the second half. Percentages from the field much better than it was at the break.
Chioza passes to Curry. The dish to Wiggins. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Mikal Bridges picks one up.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. And both free throws good for Wiggins. Suns trail by 4. Now Paul. Ayton a screen on Curry. Paul passes to Ayton. Yep, that one goes in there. Ayton's got 10 points in just the second half.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The Warriors have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Here's Green. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2.
That's a tough one there from Draymond Green. As tough as they come.
And the top of the key, Ayton. And there's the call on Juan Toscano Anderson. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Ayton. Pass to Paul. Ayton a screen on Curry. Goes up on the wing. Crowder from outside. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 9th assist in the game now.
I mean, as good a passer as we've ever seen in the NBA. Chris Paul setting up a great look that time.
Green against Ayton. Green dishes to Curry. He kicks it to Wiggins. Shoots over Crowder, and it's Golden State with another.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Here's Crowder following the basket by Andrew Wiggins. Ayton finds Booker. In the corner, it's Bridges. Outside Crowder. 5 on the clock. Here's Booker. Wiggins with some nice D. Warriors leading by 3. Outside Curry. Pass to Chioza. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. Booker's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Second chance shot. Bridges kicks to Ayton. The baseline J off the mark.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Here's Looney. Outside Green. Curry is inside. Defended by Paul. And the basket by Curry. Curry's got 8 points in the quarter.
Now, there are nights he makes it look easy. Tonight, he's making it look even easier.
Paul for 3. The Warriors pull it in. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Now the pass to Poole. Back to Curry. They double team Curry. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Off target from outside. Here's Crowder. That one, no good. Great D that time from Green. Passes to Poole.
And he's easily been their best rebounder tonight.
Well, he's been everywhere, and collecting those rebounds, that ends any kind of offensive possession and gets them started.
And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, here's what Monty Williams went over with his team during the timeout. He said, we're getting some looks on the three, but we're not connecting. But don't get frustrated. He told them it's a game of ebbs and flows. Keep shooting with confidence. Guys?
Thank you, David. Curry against Paul. Ayton sets the pick for Paul. Oh, Ayton in position. That shot off.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
And here is Paul. Following the three-pointer by Andrew Wiggins. Pass to Ayton. Ayton sets the pick for Booker to stop the drought. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Warriors leading by 6. Outside, Green. Pass to Curry. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got rebound number 15 here tonight. And here's Booker from the arc. Drains it from beyond the arc. Now it's just a 3-point Warrior lead.
And Booker's shot is so pretty. Just one of those guys, when you watch him, you feel like every one of them's going in.
Inside, Looney passes to Wiggins. Bridges with the board. Bridges has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And here's Booker. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Booker's got 5 points now this quarter.
Love the confidence of Devin Booker. When he gets a screen, he knows what he wants to do.
And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And there's the pass to Poole. Golden State moving the ball around. Clock at 6. Passes it to Wiggins. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Green, no luck. The Suns trailing. Crowder kicks to Paul. There's 1:54 left to play in the final quarter. To take the lead. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Wiggins has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Poole finds Curry. They double-team Curry. The 3 from Poole. It's hauled in by the Suns. 1:24 left in the 4th quarter. Ayton is screen on Curry. Booker with no one around. A miss that time. Would have put him up. To end the drought, it's good from long range. Curry's got 16 here in the second half.
And this is what you think of first with Curry. His three-point shooting ability is just otherworldly.
Booker outside. Phoenix no good that time either. And for the Warriors, they're shooting from the field 44%, not bad. Curry passes to Poole. Back to Curry. Pass to Poole. From the arc. Doesn't go for him. Now the Suns take it the other way. To the middle. It's stolen by Green. And now we've got the intentional foul. And so they foul intentionally.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5.
And Curry grew up around this game. His father raised him around the NBA, and you have to think that that's the root of some of that incredible and deep love for the sport.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
And the lead getting safer and safer as these free throws from the stripe go in.
Here's Ayton. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Crowder finds Booker. Timeout called. The Suns. They trail by 6. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth. Five-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Phoenix, no good that time either. And it's the Warriors' ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Shooting 2.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Suns. Shot to stop the run. Green with the rebound. So we see the Warriors get the win here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Draymond, one of the cliches of basketball is that the ball finds energy. When teammates are making shots, does that give you more energy?
Yeah, it does. You know, when we're in the flow, the ball's just moving around. It allows me to play make, and then I just try to find an open gap and take the shots where they are.
Man, it was really flowing tonight, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brett Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. As we leave you with our New Balance Player of the Game, Stephen Curry.